This is my LEGO Universe story. So basically when I started building, I did not enjoy it. Wasn't very good at it. As you can see here, this is currently actually the property that's been on the news for, I don't know, the past couple weeks. And it's really nothing special. It's really just where I, started building, started learning how to build. And it's just a bunch of models, a few horrible brick models. But, as you can see, everything's smashable and movable from that glitch. I don't know why that happened, but... So, you can see the little man cave over there with the TV, just a little survival area there. It was named the all-in-one base, so, basically just what I wanted to name it, because, that's what was earning rep then, and I just wanted to earn rep when I started the game. And if you know me in the game, I'm not a rep farmer. I'm just there to enjoy building. So this is where I figured out that it was rated walls and a floor. As you see, the floors are really uneven, and the walls are also uneven. Right here you can see how they're separated, but I didn't float the model, so that's where I learned how to separate the brick limit, but not detail. Here's where I tried to add a little detail on the stairs, nothing special. But this right here sparked my idea for a new prop, because it had a floor, a roof, and a wall, and I just thought it was the coolest thing being able to make a room. And so as you can see, the floor is extremely uneven, the walls aren't even, and the roof isn't even. So then I created Jinwa's Laboratory of Avant-Garde. Supposed to be gardens, but never finished it. It's just basically my first building. Got very popular. Was in front of Orbital's castle for about 2 days, and then never surpassed it in rep. But then I edited it, and it right here I'm deleting it, and it never went back up in rep. Now I created a person named Quick Running Energy to match my running, and I basically made the brick built skyscraper that's been around since almost I think January of 2011. But you can see that I have floated the models to avoid brick limit, and I deleted him recently, just before the game ended, so you can no longer visit it, but here's just some screenshots of it. Obviously, smooth floors, smooth walls. The PR was just over 1,000 though, so that's where I didn't know how to keep the PR down. Now you'll see in a minute while we go inside that the inside on the first floor isn't the greatest. It's just, you can see the door there, BB standing for brick built. Just a little brick sculpture at the door. Here's a survival area that you can see that I used the wrong type of brick for the glass, so it looks all fogged up. And then just a really bland soccer area over there, and a little spinning logo brick built. I never decided to fix this up. I don't know why. It was probably not the smartest decision, but now these stairs took quite a while, but they were worth it back then. And just the show of detail. Now right here, this reminded me of a little computer that I like that little thing so much. So then I started to get into more detail brick building, but still, it took time. And then back on Jinwa, I loved Hollis's aisle and his conservatory before he did the remake, and so I basically copied it, fake remake, and it basically gave me all the skills that I needed to use hinges, brick limit, all that, model building. And here was my own idea for a base, because all the bases were getting extremely popular, and this was before Nimbus Isle came out, and I was planning to build a giant version of this on Nimbus Isle, sort of like a Coliseum, but in a base. Now, this is just me taking pictures of it after Nimbus Isle came out, but yeah, I got smooth floor. I didn't use tiles though. You can see the desks there, kind of cheesy. Those little fake water pumps on the side, really cheesy. The base, I think 3.1. Now see these stairs from they're the remake of ones from Hollis's Nimbus Laboratory. Now, here is my pride and joy, my Nimbus Isle, and I spent so much time on this. And it's actually based off of a real building, at least the front is, a hospital in our area. And I spent so much time on this. I started building, I think, when did Nimbus Isle come out? Right when Nimbus Isle came out, that first day, I built those first starting stairs, and then from there, it just worked its way up, and it took me all the way till August to get it to this point, and now that they announced that LEGO Universe is closing, it's really disappointing. But this wall right here, I love. I've gotten so much positive feedback from this wall right here. Come on, go up. Just all the detail put into that. I probably spent, just on these 3 sections alone, a month to a month and a half building and designing them. It just took so much time. They're a pain to edit though, just because they're so close to the brick limit in PR max. And this is just me being bored with little design that I never continued all the way up. Now this is a little door to the PR room. And it was a secret little door. When I was building my quick running energies brick built skyscraper, I made a room called the Summit Club. Some of you may remember it, but I had the idea to create. You had a secret door. You'd go up, and then you'd have a secret walkway somewhere in the building that was, you couldn't access except through that secret entrance to get to a secret floor, which I'll show you in a moment. So I just copied the other side there, but I can't just copy and paste it. I have to rebuild it brick for brick because it's so close to the brick limit. These little circular things are connected to the computers in the back, which work as a security system, so I can ask and it'll tell where anyone is on the property anytime. So here, just a lift. I wanted to make this more like a warehouse style on the inside, so it's all big, roomy. See right here how I have to I learned how to smoothly create a surface to continue building from the brick limit. This little fountain right here took quite a bit of time to actually get the behaviors to do that before they added the update. The imagination and power-up stuff just lays on the bricks, but patch 1432, I think those are the numbers, help me get those behaviors right. Now right here, just some giant window design in the back. The fountain design's kind of cheesy. It's bulky. If the game wasn't closing, I'd probably go fix that. Here's just another entrance into the PR bottom of the room. Come on. Okay, there we go. Very laggy. There's a desk with a computer. How I used to look in a suit. Let's see. Come on. Now that desk is a remake one from the Nexus project desk that they used. Come on. Okay, there we go. So this lift goes up into the PR hall, and the code for the lift is online, which was one of my favorite songs by Brad Paisley, but it's no longer my favorite song, but that's just why the code's online. People keep asking why is it online, but I never really got into behavior building. I had a lot of ideas to build things, future properties. I wanted to build a truck stop. We'll see right here. I was going to have a hallway up with stairs that would then enter this thinner PR room, which would then have a balcony off the back to watch the beautiful Nimbus Isle view. But I just never got to it. And, at the moment, I'm trying to get it open so at least people can view how much is done now. But the mods just aren't approving it, and I've gone through so much trouble just to get them to notice that it's not. Here's a picture of me building it, so it's just like this, and basically this is just some failed property ideas. There's one that was going to be a little office building. This one was going to be a modern So basically this is a modern remake of my Nimbus Isle that I never got. Basically this, sorry I don't have any video footage of this, but basically my Summit Tower, which was just a beginning model to show, basically to replace my quick running energy skyscraper, but to replace with my building skill. Click the link right here to view the video that actually has it. This is basically a brick built college or academy that I just never got around to. See the kind of brick design on it. And then just another view from it. I was going to have a bunch of classrooms in there that basically taught you how to build. Just never got around to doing it, though. This was just a quick weekend build on quick running energy. Basically, these giant slides. Sorry, I don't have more pictures of it. But it was his final build before I deleted the character. Okay, now this is my... it's gone through a few names. This is my... It was going to be a museum, actually. Now it's the Twist Cafe, and it's... I almost want to say I love this better than my Isles, even though I haven't worked quite as much on it. I just love how it looks. Now, I was going to create another one with this style, but I never got around to it once I heard the game was closing, and it was going to be a museum, of course, but I was actually going to open it on my groove. Come on. Well, it's just a remake of a little cafe in our area. It's really good. Now, right from this angle, I love it, with the flowers, the wood support beams, even though they're not realistic where they're supporting. The flower boxes, I just love the design of the flower boxes I did over here. The design up there, I love the color scheme of this property. But then the flower boxes, I don't know why I like it so much. But then I love when you do a certain color brown and it renders, it makes it look like a wood floor. That is probably my favorite thing about rendering. I just love how it looked. I was going to try to incorporate that into some of my newer properties, but I never got around to it. As you can see, the blue is a template for other properties. I just love that wood floor. And these walls just take a pain, because you should see here that this wall is grouped, but if you don't group these blocks, oh, you saw it right back there. They are basically makes them all look the same in rendering, not all distorted and messed up. This is what I was going to make a LEGO Universe Water Blockade. LEGO Universe won't let you say. So basically, you'd say the other word. So I was trying to create this after the Hoover Dam, which I saw in Nevada on a road trip, and it was just amazing how tall it was, and it was just astounding. So here's just some videos of me building, and I was gonna make this thing huge, as almost to the height limit, just to show how amazing it looked when we were there, just to recapture that feeling. Obviously, I do a lot of copy and pasting. Here's me zooming out. Now you can see the template in the back, just showing how I'm going to curve it and the height of the brick limit. Yeah, quick view of that. And these panels were a pain to hinge. I ended up scratching this for another museum, but then of course they announced the game closing, so I never got around to finishing this, which was quite sad. I think I had quite a few good ideas, but never got around to them getting finished. This song, Help Me Thank You, by Jason Gray, one of my favorites. I listen to music when I build, it just helps me. I know just what to pray. Help me. Thank you. You can see I'm having trouble with this panel over here. Almost. So let's see, it's slightly smaller in the width. That's why I had to use the template over there, because when you'll see here that when you curve them, the panels, they'll hit each other. That's why this was such a pain to build. I was actually thinking of building an entire skyscraper by using these panels and have it really curved. And I think I actually have a picture of that skyscraper. I need to try to get that uploaded, but it's one in Calgary, and it just looks so cool. Then you'll see how to the right they're all hinged back slightly. That's to avoid brick limit. Again, figuring out where this is different, just to make it look good. So right here, getting the right one. Come on, there we go. One panel done, 100 more to go. With eyes wide open at the wonder of it all, or with broken wings when I'm spinning in free fall. Hallelujah, deliver me, rising up inside of me, rolling off my tongue before I thought to bid them come. Whether I'm riding high or feeling low, these are the two best. So here is just the first basically level of it. The second one. Then the third, as you can see, it's starting to curve in. and then the 4th, and I only built up to 5. Then I scratched it, and it was just such a pain to build, and it would have been worth it if the game wasn't closing, but because it's closing, it's just such a pain. I don't know why, but that's basically my LEGO Universe story. So